What up, man? How you doing? All right, let me unmute everyone. All right,
On.
let's unmute. How do I do that? Unmute all. Very good, very good. All right, guys. So we'll. Good evening.
Hi.
And we will give everyone a minute or two, and then I'll turn it over to Noah.
Sounds good.
We're having a good little No, it's not Thursday. It's Tuesday. Jeez, I don't know.
I lost track of what day it is a long time ago.
I never know what day it is. All right.
We do have some sort of tennis ball or something about this size, a foam roller. That'd be super beneficial to this.
I got a massage gun.
A tennis ball, or if you got a massage gun, that works as well.
I got a massage gun. Yep. All right. Well, I'll make you the host, Noah. So
All right.
I'm gonna give you the controls, my friend. Make host.
I don't know what to do with it yet, but
Okay, you're the host now. And then you can I'd go ahead and unmute everyone or mute everyone. You know how to do that?
I'm figuring out right now.
So just click on the participants at the bottom,
Okay.
and then you can just press mute.
Mute
everyone.
participants can share simultaneously. That's not. Oh, I see. Okay. There we go. Oh,
Got it?
got it. All right. Sorry, I'm still trying to figure this out. So, ready for a little recovery. Workout, wouldn't really call it so much a workout. It's kind of a good, relaxing time. If you want to put some light music on the background, feel free. Get a little relaxed and tuned in. So all I'm using today, I have this little ball here. So this ball or this is a lacrosse ball or any sort of massage ball, that's perfect. As well as a foam roller. We're just going to start out with some light foam rolling. But we start at the lower back. So the goal of this is just kind of recover from the workouts this week. So really you want to listen to your body and what your body, breathe more tender, a little more sore. You really want to focus there for a little bit. So focus on your body, but don't try not to hold your breath here. You really want to be breathing, whether that's big breaths in and out or mini ones. You just want to focus there. That really helps sync up the mind and body, all those things. So I'm going to start at the upper back, just rolling back and forth. I hear a few pops and that sort of stuff. I'm just the lumbar area, the lower back. It's one of my favorite areas right here. You put your hands down behind the foam roller to ease the support a little bit so you don't have too much pressure. But if you have an area that's more tender, you might need a little bit more attention there. I feel like it's so dark on my screen. I don't know if you guys can see me, but so through this, kind of reflect on your day and how the week started. Some good things that came out of it. Some positive energy going around. I'm going to slowly work our way down to the glutes. I'm actually going to turn a light on so you can see me a little better. There we go. So you can either do this, just sit right on it, or you can put one foot out in front and lean on more. Just like this. Another way to do this, if you have the ball right handy, you can actually put this right in that same area and roll right back and forth. Foam roller works really well. The ball is just a little more specific, and you kind of move side to side as well. You have some really deep muscles in your hip that like to get pretty tight, so this is a really good one to do. I like to do this one at least twice a week, if not 3 or 4 times, just kind of get the hip nice and relaxed. And we'll work our way over to the other side, using the foam roller over the ball. And again, if you need a extra second on a specific area, feel free to take that. You don't have to just follow my lead. I'm just doing what's good for me, what I feel is tight. Really focusing on my breath. Sorry, I don't probably have the most soothing voice for one of these videos. Those yoga instructors on YouTube I usually listen to, like, put me right to sleep, but yeah, that's perfect. And I'm gonna grab the foam roller again and start working down my hamstrings. Roll these out. And again, if you want to target one more than the other, you can pick one knee up and put a little more force to that leg. Or if 2 at a time is perfect for you, you can just sit here for a second, roll that back and forth. Slower if you want a little bit more pressure through there. You can go faster if you just want to kind of wake it up a little bit and get it moving. And slowly work our way down to the calves. My calves, I know, after every single Adam workout that involves any cardio, they're tight. All those hops and that sort of stuff. So this is perfect, especially been on your feet all day. This is great here. Perfect. And once nice and loosen the calves, what I usually do, you can either sit on the foam roller, or you can sit on a chair or a side of the bed or something like that. We're gonna start working with the bottom of our feet. So we're just put the ball on the floor, put a little pressure through your foot, and we're just gonna roll it back and forth. Throw it back up a little bit, see something better. Rolling back and forth, side to side. The feet really get a lot of connective tissue pretty tight in there. So working this ball around is amazing for them, kind of freeing up. Put as much weight as feels appropriate. Don't hurt yourself or anything like that. Nice, good pressure. Kind of work from the heel of your toe, along your arch, your big toe, across the side of all your toes, and back down the side. However you want to do it. Push a little bit more through the arch, just because that's where I find it a little more tight for me. It holds a lot of stress throughout the day. And I'm going to switch feet here. This here, if you get any foam rolling done or any sort of work like this, this is the most important in my opinion. You have so much going on with your feet. You're on them every day. They're so crucial to moving around all your daily activities. Just working them out, give them a little break once in a while. It's perfect for them. And next one I'm going to work to, I'm going to work over to the side of my leg. I'm going to be starting at the hip. So I'm going to be putting one leg straight on the ground and the next one over the top. I'm just going to be rolling back and forth with my foam roller right over the hip joint. And I'm slowly going to work my way down the leg over my IT band. This is going to be pretty tender once you get closer to the knee, so you might need a little more. Oh, we got one more joining us. I need a little less resistance as you get closer to the knee. Maybe keep doing that. Hello, Joanna. How's it going? So we're just getting warmed up with the foam roller while cooling down. Just going to start with the foam roller. So you can take a second to do that if you want. We will be moving on to a little bit of stretching and stuff in a bit. So my IT bend tends to get pretty tender the side of my leg, right as I get right above the knee. So I'm going to take a little pressure off with my hand that's on the ground and make it a little less painful there. And I'm going to switch sides. So Joanne, I know you just joined, but you can take a second to work out whatever you need on the foam roller. If you want to go through a basic real quick, you have a few more moves here. Again, as I get close to the IT band, I'm just gonna take a little pressure off. Focus on my breath again. Oh. Awesome. And from this position, I'm going to slowly work my way over to my front of my leg. So I'm going to be working the quad area right on the side. I'll turn around for you guys. Right on the side. We get a lot more work there. You can kind of rotate wherever you feel a little tight. Rotate through the hips. Just work that front of the leg. You can see it very well. And on that same leg, I can slowly keep working across towards the middle. A little bit more if you need. Work it back. And I'm going to switch on my leg. So down the leg and work closer to the knee if you feel a little more tight there, a little more tender, or you can work closer to the hip. That's where I feel most of mine is right in the hip area. When you get a little closer to the groin, and then turn my leg outwards and work on my abductors a little bit inside of my leg. Awesome. And now the last kind of roll out move I like to do, I like to work my way through the chest with the ball, just near the shoulder area. So right in these, right kind of where the chest muscles come towards the arm. So right my hand is, I just roll with my hand, push down the ball. You can even bring your arm back a little bit to get a little bit of a stretch if you want, or if it's comfortable right at side and you feel good pressure. It's really good. The slower you go, the more kind of relaxing, the more pressure you put through, kind of relieve some of that tension through there. In the mornings, what I like to do for workouts and stuff like that is I actually kind of use it to stimulate a little bit. I pound it just like if you were to have one of those guns, a massage gun like Adam has over there. You can use it that way. You can kind of hit your chest muscles wherever it feels a little tight. It's one that's a lot of times, especially when you're hunched over computers and that sort of stuff, you get those shoulders round forward and those muscles become a little tight. Especially I know I've been online classes all day, always hunched over, looking at my computer screen. I know this is what gets really tight for me. Work out. I'm gonna work into the traps a little bit, right up and down the side, right in the neck area, whatever feels a little tight. I'm gonna keep this one a little brief. This one's easier down on a wall, but be careful. Don't do a wall sit with it on your back, or you might break your wall. Not prior experience of me, but and I just like put a little force through here, kind of stretch it out. Awesome. Awesome. So now we're gonna get to a little stretching, and then we're gonna end with a little yoga. So we can be nice and loose before we get a nice relaxing finish. So I'm gonna start just like this, with my feet together. And I'm just gonna do the butterfly stretch. So here you really wanna start focusing on your breath. You have a really strong connection between your mind and your body and your breath and all that. So your muscles, if you take deep breaths and really relax, and you push your elbows into your thighs as you're exhaling. So I'm gonna breathe in and breathe out and push a little further in that stretch. Your muscles will actually relax a whole lot better. So instead of counting, I'm just gonna take a couple deep breaths here and I'm just gonna hold that. Feel a nice stretch right in the inner thighs. Nice. I'm gonna put one leg out in front of me. I'm just gonna get the hamstring nice and loose. And same with the breaths. Just at your own pace. I'm gonna take one big one in and out, and feel that hamstring get a little bit longer. If you don't feel a good stretch here, you can try straightening the back a little bit, especially the lower back. Once you straighten that, you might feel a little bit more stretch, or you can just lean a little further. Another breath and out, and we'll lean further into that stretch. Hold that for another second, and we'll switch sides. And you can breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth if you want, or if you just want all of it in and out through the mouth, in and out through the nose. Up to you, whatever you find relaxing. That's what's key. Focus on your body here. Now take a big one in and out. Feel a nice stretch down the hamstring. I'll just take one more breath here. And out. Hold that. Nice. Next one, we're just gonna pull a hamstring back. Pull a hamstring back. Pull a leg back. I don't know what I'm talking about. And we're gonna feel a stretch right through front of the thigh here. And again, focus on those breaths. Do a little self-meditation here real quick. Just kind of focus on your body and your breath and how your body's feeling. Oh, it's one of my favorite stretches. And we'll switch to the other side. Big breath in and out. Lean into that stretch. I'm just do one more breath and out. Next one we're gonna do is we're gonna do a little hip flexor stretch. So we're gonna be kneeling, half kneeling, I guess. Doesn't matter whatever legs forward. What we're gonna do is we're gonna lean forward with our knee, and our hips should come just a little bit forward, keeping that back nice and straight. You should feel a nice stretch right in the front of the hip. And you just let your hips drop into that stretch. So I'm gonna take a nice big breath in and lean into it. Ooh, I can really feel these ones from all the core, all those core Adam has us doing. I can definitely say my core has never been stronger since I've started here, though. And switch legs. And same thing, but through the other side. And take a deep breath in and out. There. On and out. Nice work. All right, bring it up. I'm gonna work on the upper body a little bit. But while we're working on the upper body, take a little appreciation to all the joints in the feet. We stretched out the muscles, but we didn't really give the joints any love. So I'm gonna pull my arm across and just stretch that back shoulder. But as I'm doing that, I'm just gonna take my feet and I'm gonna roll out my ankle. You can do circles, you can do up and down. Just kind of work that. You can do some cracking, some snapping. You can even flex your toes and bring them out. Just kind of appreciate that there. Still focusing on our breath. And out. Bend your knee a little bit if you want. Move the hip. Just getting some motion in there because PT's favorite saying is motion is lotion. It's literally every single one of my professors in my physical therapy program. Motion is lotion. And we're gonna pull the other arm across, take a deep breath in and out. Now I'm gonna do the same thing with the other foot. Move that ankle around, get all the foot nice and loose. Ooh, I got a bunch of cracking in this one. Knee a little bit. Get the hip going, warm up, some circles. Bring it back, forward, whatever you want to do. And few bear hugs here. Warm up that chest. And we're just going to go overhead here. A nice stretch through the spine, through the side right here where my hand is. A few breaths here. And we'll bring it over to the other side. I'm gonna do a couple rest rolls here. Feel free. Appreciate the rest of the fingers, all it does. And we're just gonna round those shoulders forward, bring hands together, and we're just gonna stretch right towards the ground, holding those shoulder blades apart, getting a nice stretch through the middle back area. You want to dangle right to the ground, you can. Lengthen out the back. Some breaths here. One more breath. And bring it back. And last one we're going to do here. We're going to open up the chest. Try grabbing the hands behind you. Not, you can put them on the back. And we're just going to open up the shoulders. Open up those shoulders. Open up the chest. Nice big chest. On my breath out, I'm just going to sag my shoulders a little bit more. Neck around here. Appreciate all the neck does for you. Loosen that up. Look up, look down, side to side. And relax. All right. We're all stretched out. We can do a little bit of the fun, relaxing stuff. Just a little bit of yoga at the end. So we're going to start right on our hands and knees. We can keep our knees a little bit out, so our feet are almost in a V. So our toes, our big toes are almost touching, but our knees are a little wider in our hips. Just start rocking back and forth a little bit. And on your next inhale, we're going to drop our, just like we're trying to, since cat-cow, we're going to be dropping our chest to the floor and our stomach right to the floor on inhale. Lengthening that spine, head up. And on your exhale, we're going to push right through the hands and round that back right over. Your next inhale, bring it back down. Just lengthen that spine, tip the tailbone up, head up. And on your exhale, push right through the hands again. I'm going to keep rocking back and forth. I'm going to go into child's pose. So I'm going to sit right back on my heels on out breath. I'm going to feel a stretch right through my upper arms. I'm going to bring those fingertips as far forward as I can on the rug while sitting right down on my heels. I kind of rock side to side here. My hips are always a little tight, so it always feels good. If your back is a little tight, you should feel a little stretch here. I'm just going to focus on my breath. If you want to put your head right to the mat, that works as well. Just a couple breaths here. And one more breath. We're going to go up. We're going to go into Kavasana, I think it is. Cobra. We're just going to lengthen that a little bit. So right out, let those hips drop to the ground. I'm going to push strong through our arms. We're going to lengthen that spine nice and tall. One more breath, and then we're going to go into downward dog. Breathe in. And out. Push it right up, nice and tall. Just feel a nice stretch to the back of the calf area. Nice soft knees here, but strong through the upper body. Kind of rock back and forth. On your next inhale, we're going to bring the leg right up in the air, the right leg, and then we're going to exhale and bring it right through. So we're going to be in that lunge position. So we're going to be facing forward. Facing forward, you can turn the back foot facing the side of your mat, and we're just going to bend, put the arms right up in front of us, right out in front, up over the top, and we're going to arch that back right back. Ready, and couple breaths here. And then on the next exhale, we're just going to bring it here. Feel a nice stretch right through the inner thigh. We're going to go into a lunge. Go as deep as you want. You feel that stretch. Focus on your breath again. One more breath, and then I'm going to turn my right hand inside my right thigh to the mat. Just like this, nice strong on the ground. Try to make like a T with your arms. And feel a nice stretch to your back, through your hip. One more breath here. Then we'll bring it back up. Your next breath, you're going to bring both hands back down to the mat. And we're going to go back into that downward dog. And one more breath, and then we'll go into Kavasana. Or upward dog, maybe. Is that what it's called? We're just going to lengthen that spine for a few breaths. And next breath, we're going to bring up in downward dog again. And on the next breath, we're just going to bring our left leg up. And exhale, bring the knee right through the center and go back into that lunge position. Bring the right leg out and turn it a little to the side. We're just put the hands out in front again. And we're just going to go right up, back. We're going to arch that back. Feel a nice stretch right through this side here and right through the back. Wait, lose my balance. One more breath. And we're going to bring the arms right up to the side and turn the back leg a little more face inside the mat. And arms out in front. We're just going to lean into that. You should feel a nice stretch right in the inner groin on the right side. And each breath, I'm going to go a little deeper into that pose. And on my next breath, I'm going to bring my left hand on the inside of my left thigh, right down to the mat, as close as you can go. If you need a block, if you need to go over some of the fingertips, and go down to the palms, whatever feels good for you. Just take a couple breaths here. I'm going to bring it back up, back into the warrior pose. And the next exhale, into downward dog. And into Kavasana. One breath here. And I'm going to bring it on. I'm going to rotate onto my back. So one of my favorite moves. This one's going to be called Happy Baby. There's a couple ways you can do it. You can either roll right onto your back and just squeeze your knees into your chest. And you can rock back and forth. Or if you want to feel a little bit more of a stretch, you're going to reach through the inside of your legs and you're going to grab your feet. So you're almost like a frog or a happy baby, I guess. And you just rock back and forth, pulling through your feet towards the ground. You should feel it right in the front of your hip as you're rolling out that back. And again, focus on your breath. When we've had enough of that stretch, let the feet just drop right to the floor. And we're going to do just dead man's pose. Few breaths here. We're just going to relax. Let all the stress in your body kind of relax. Let all the muscles kind of relax. Few breaths. And stay there for as long as you want. Shouldn't I get up? So this is our recovery workout. There's a whole lot of other aspects to recovery that's very important that we talk about here at Adam Clark Fitness. That's obviously getting enough water, eating well, getting enough sleep. So just make sure those are other essential parts to the recovery process after hard days at home. I would say at the gym, but obviously we're not there anymore. But so whenever your body's feeling a little stressed, take some time, relax, do it. Use any of these techniques you found. These balls are amazing. The foam rollers are amazing. Just look up a YouTube video about yoga or something like that. Or hold a catch like Adam is right there. Just like that. Oh, and I guess I forgot I was the host, so I guess I'll unmute you all now. Awesome.
Yeah, doing yoga with a cat, especially this cat, is very challenging. I'm trying to bite my fingers and toes the whole time, so I wanted attention. Say hi, Sheldon.
Hi, Sheldon.
Say hi.
How do you like this place?
Bye. Awesome, guys. Well, Sheldon appreciated the workout.
Perfect.
He defines yoga right here.
Thanks, Noah.
Thank
Awesome,
you.
guys.
That's awesome.
Thank you, Noah. That was awesome.
Awesome. Well,
That was awesome. Perfect. I think you have to make me the host again. Have a good night, team.
Thank you. You too.
Go crush it.
Bye.
Good to see you, Christine.
I'll be back, I promise.
All right, better be. Your dogs make sure of it. Awesome.
I have no idea what I'm doing. Makos. Now it's all you.
Awesome. Perfect. I'll be in touch tomorrow. We can schedule something and we'll chat. All right, probably over Zoom or something. Okay.
Sounds good.
All right, dude. Things are gonna get better.
All right. I'm like just getting bored. That's it. That's my only
Yeah,
negative.
no, I hear you.
I'm
I
getting
hear
my.
ya, but
I'm definitely eating better because I'm not tempted to like go anywhere or anything. But
I've eaten well this week. Last week I ate a ton of cookies, but I mean we're not gonna be back in the gym until May or something.
Yeah, they told us today our clinicals are all moved around. We're probably going to be going to clinical next fall instead of summer.
Yeah,
So,
I can see that. Will that screw up like your class schedule though?
Yeah, it's going to mess it all up. So we're probably going to be taking summer classes all summer.
That sucks.
Whole like school's not going to stop for us. But then once we go on clinical, it'll be nice. But
yeah, still.
It sucks a little bit not getting that break, but whatever. Gotta do what you do, I guess. Gotta adapt.
It's what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah. So. All right, man. Well, I will